kjagradio.com. Check out kjagradio.com. That's kjagradio.com. We've got a great guest with us today. Great guests. And we're going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves. We'll talk a little bit about why they're here. Go ahead, gentlemen. Introduce yourselves. Tell us a little about yourselves.
Hi there, guys. We are Speakeasy Circus. Yeah. We're a band from Scotland, from Glasgow, Scotland. Mm-hmm. And we're happy to be here. Thanks for having us back. I think we chatted last time a couple of months ago.
Yes.
So it's nice to be back.
Yes. Yeah. Speakeasy Circus with us today here on the big program. So tell us a little bit about how everything's been going with recording and writing, producing, all the various stuff, guys.
Yeah, it's been really good. As you know, just when we spoke last time, we just released "Lion Should Hunt," which is our most single, and the reception from that's been pretty phenomenal. It's been really good. So that's been quite enjoyable to get that song out there and get some people listening to it. And we've just been kind of gearing up to our next single, which is due out around about May time, which is going to be the next song, which is "Company of Men," which again we're very excited about releasing. And apart from that, we've just been kind of getting ready for live shows again, which here in Scotland we're just starting to come out of our most recent lockdown, where things are starting to open up in the next couple of weeks and months. So we're starting to think about, rehearsing, playing live shows, how we're going to translate these songs to live venues and stuff like that, which has been a nice change of pace compared to just being in our bedrooms. So hoping to get out there and play some shows.
So Speakeasy Circus, the last time we had you guys on, we got a lot of great feedback to your music. Why are people so into your music?
I think it sounds a bit different. I think a bit of a unique sound.
I think what we've got like, there's not a lot of bands, or at least that we're aware of, that are doing exactly what we're doing, which is because it's so diverse from song to song. If you listen to a few songs, you're going to find so many different things and areas within those songs that you're probably going to identify with and like. So I think that's definitely a big attraction to what we're doing, is that we're doing almost everything. I say almost everything, but a brilliant variety of different things. Mm-hmm. And it's like Jack was saying, the scope of a song like "Lion Should Hunt," which a song within itself that has so many different areas. Yeah, it was all over the world. I think we're surprised about the areas that we were reaching, just with one release.
Yeah,
so it's good. The reception's been amazing.
Yeah, it's been good.
Awesome. It is Speakeasy Circus. They join us today here on Skype, talking a little bit about their music and some of the different things that are going on. So if people had never heard you guys before, how would you describe your music, a live performance, all that?
I would describe our music as kind of alternative indie music. I think that it's rooted in kind of the indie songs of like Arctic Monkeys and Arcade Fire and stuff like that. But one of the differences is that all the different members of the band have come from different places musically. So we've got like John and like some horn players who have really come from like jazz and soul, like Chats who's come from like playing soul, blues, like funk, all these different kind of elements. And so really I think our sound is kind of like just a mix of those sort of things. I think it's quite unusual to see an indie band come up and play with a trombone and a saxophone as playing alongside the like electric guitars and bass guitars and stuff like that, which I think is what adds to this sort of the unique elements of the group. I think
as well, with especially some of the or at least the limited live shows that we'd already done, is that when we do a gig, we kind of want to put on a show as well. I myself have sort of backgrounds in theatre and things, and when you go to a gig, you want it to be visually interesting and sort of see a kind of spectacle. And I think that having a horn section with a sort of indie backdrop is visually interesting as well, and sort of how our stage plays.
It looks good.
So we want to put on a show as well as perform our music.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. Speakeasy Circus with us today. You can get more information on Facebook at facebook.com/Speakeasy Circus. And they join us today here on our big broadcast from Scotland. And so what is the music scene like there? Is it predominantly your guys' style of music? Is it hip-hop? Is it rock? Yeah, I don't know anything about the Scottish music scene. Fill our listeners in here.
Chats, this is a good one for you.
Yeah, chats.
Yeah, it's kind of like there's a lot of music you'll find like all over Scotland. I think from my experience here and playing around with a couple of different people, there's definitely been a bit of a skew towards kind of like maybe like punk and rock and a little bit of indie and that indie rock, and kind of like in that skew, I'd say maybe that's the more predominant one, but you'll find everything from like funk and soul to hip hop, like you mentioned. There's some great Scottish hip hop going on. You can find some more traditional stuff like Ceilidh or Scottish country bands doing their thing. There's really like Scotland's an underrated like powerhouse of music, like in a lot of ways. Awesome. I think because there's a lot of great musicians that come out of Scotland that maybe don't hit the limelight like their skill level might suggest they should. But there's a lot of really cool music going on, and yeah, I guess we're just really happy to be a part of that kind of music scene. We're taking some elements that we like from what we've heard and trying to fuse them together in a way that sounds good to us.
The other thing as well is that the Royal Conservatoire, which is like a very like well-known and respected like music school and like drama and stuff like that, is in Glasgow. And so there's also like a massive amount of really skilled musicians from all over the country that come to Glasgow to study there. And so you get like lots of jazz bands, like classical musicians, and that always just permeates out into the live music scene. You know, they'll have their kind of technical formal training, but then obviously that comes out into live music and projects and playing with different people. And so I think that's what makes Glasgow in particular quite an interesting place, because you do have that mix of like more raw kind of punk or rock bands, and then you've also got these like new jazz and like classically trained musicians that are coming out and also like kind of mixing everything together, which is a lot of fun.
Awesome stuff. It's Speakeasy Circus. They join us today here on our big broadcast, coast to coast, border to border on KJAGradio.com. That's KJAGradio.com. So how's the social media reaction been to your guys' music and everything?
It's been great.
I mean, it's been amazing. I don't think we thought it was going to have the impact that it had. Especially over in the States. We had a few different responses from places like New York, Atlanta, like sort of like these sort of places that we didn't even realize the song would reach.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we've got these people getting in contact.
Like commenting on YouTube and stuff, saying like, oh, we heard this song in like New York, or we heard this song on the radio here. Yeah. Which is we've had, that's exciting to hear that.
Social media personalities and things wanting to include us on their little shows, the little mini broadcasts that they do. So we've been involved with a few of those. But I think it's America's been actually surprisingly good, like sort of over there.
Probably thanks to doing like some like the interview like with yourself and doing a couple other things as well. It's kind of got the song out there a little bit more than maybe our past songs had kind of had the opportunity to reach. So yeah, it's been great to see, and it's kind of we're feeling a little bit of momentum coming up to the next song, which again we're hoping is gonna go a little bit further, and then the next one a little bit further.
Yeah, we're always quite active on our social medias. We've sort of got various posts, various little videos that we do, some sort of comedy things that I like to do and make, and we put up there. So that if on our social media there's like a sort of variety of different things and different topics that we like to do. So it's been great.
Awesome. Well, we are going to go to the track right now. Lions Should Hunt. And I appreciate you guys joining us. Before we let you go, how do people get in touch with you online, social media, websites, all these things?
Yeah, so all the usual social media accounts, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, on YouTube. You can see some of our live performances and stuff like that as well. So yeah, we've got all of our, I think they're all Speakeasy Circus.
Speakeasy
Circus. At Speakeasy Circus. All of our DMs and everything are open. So if you fancy dropping us a message, then we'll get back to you. We'll get back to you, say hi. Yeah, feel free.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Speakeasy Circus with us today here on our broadcast. And Lions Should Hunt is the latest from them. We're going to hear that here in just a few. Well, guys, this has been fun. I'm glad we were able to make this work. And thanks for coming on and chatting with us, fellas. Appreciate it, guys.
No worries. Thank you so much for having us.
Definitely. You guys have yourself a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you, guys. There they go. It's Speakeasy Circus. And we are going to go to Lions Should Hunt. Yes, that's right. Lions Should Hunt here on KJAGradio.com. Get a hold of us online at KJAGradio.com. It's Speakeasy Circus right now.
Stuck in clothes and stuck in time. Let us help get them off for you. Caught in zone, step into mine. That's the dream that we transmit. A car and razor say it is. Blonde with big tits, fuck Everest. We guessed it's what you want, you didn't ask for it. You are nothing from the wild. Use your nose, vitally required. Exposed to the view of an almost thing. It's an act of seduction to stand here and drink. To stand at the water and shout out the lion should hunt. I'm the hunter, not you. This is unusual, it's something I never do. God forbid you run the race without the pole to mark the start and the end. Oh, this gunfire is without my finger. Cardi, point that barrel at me. I'm not scared. We both eat at this table, so leave the food and fuck me instead. You are not in from the wild. Your nose vitally required. Exposed to the view of an almost thing. It's an act of seduction to stand here and drink. To stand at the water and shout out the lion should hunt. Don't fucking insult me. Like blood to the water's not an accurate analogy. Brass straps haven't evolved so you can't study, move or think. You've got a fucking iPhone, you're not acting on instinct. Oh, thank God you gods are. Or I guess you would hate women in an even more obvious way. And it hurts to realise that all your favourite characters are creeps and all the actors that play them too. They're follow lights in the zoo and we'll all be predators soon.
That's Lions Should Hunt. It is KJAGradio.com. Thanks for joining us. KJAGradio.com. We'll see you next time. Check out our website at KJAGradio.com today. That is the way to go. Also, listen to all of our streams over there. And go over and check out the Mike.fun as well. Lots of good things going on over there at KJAGradio.com. We will see you inevitably next time.